I meet lots of people who have many ideas about what the Buddhist teaching actually means. And I think that in many cases, I think they have a very unmatured understanding of what it actually means. They've turned it into a thing. They've turned it into a body of knowledge or a body of tradition of practice or something, and that you're supposed to practice or not supposed to practice. And this is a complete misunderstanding of yes, I understand that from the outside looking in, but from the inside experiencing it, it's not like this. Right? So refuge is a very central concept in Buddhism. People talk about refuge, people do refuge practices. It's all over the place. And I see people doing this practice in a way that is somehow quite separated from working at a factory where they work, or doing the kind of daily life living that they're working. And so I'm talking about true refuge, right? Rather than just specialized, contrived refuge. Like I take refuge in having a huge amount of money and then being able to insulate myself from all the trials and tribulations of the world with a big, huge wall and a fence and guards, and now I'm safe. That's refuge. I don't think. That's not true refuge, right? Because circumstances change and it doesn't work anymore. True refuge is there right when you're dying. It's there when you discover you've been diagnosed with COVID. It's there when your child is being born. It's there when the most beautiful things are happening in your life, and it's there when the most challenging things are happening in your life. Right? So the true refuge is a sense of belonging with and in the living that you are. This is where I belong. Whereas many people have this sense that in the living that I am, it's not good enough. I have to get somewhere else. I have to, right? And so in a sense, if you find refuge in the fullness of living, of the universe giving rise to the living that you are, then nothing can throw you out of this refuge. You're permanently in the state of refuge, true refuge. And so it's not so much like many of these things within Buddhism, they look like concepts or understandings of the universe. Like this is a kind of philosophical understanding of refuge, sense of belonging. But it would be more, I think, useful and getting closer to the intention of these teachings if we saw them not so much as philosophical truths, but as themes that we are invited to investigate. Like they're tools to be used to investigate. They don't have any truth outside of us using them to investigate, to raise the question, like, what do I mean by refuge? Like what kind of situation do I encourage in my life to give me a sense of well-being, of support, of meaningful living? And then to be able to learn from that, to actually make decisions from that place. So I think we don't so much need true refuge as we might benefit by asking the question, holding the question in our living, what is refuge to me? What is a sense of belonging and meaning and worthwhileness to me?